Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are heading to the Formula 1 title decider in Abu Dhabi level on points after a crazy Saudi Arabian Grand Prix where they collided yet again in their most bizarre incident yet. But the clash that occurred when Verstappen was trying to let Hamilton through and the Mercedes driver was confused about what was going on was just one of several incidents between them in Jeddah. The title rivals went wheel to wheel several times over the course of the race, both going off track at various points as things became more and more heated. But with tensions rising ever higher in this epic battle, is there a point where it goes too far, and did we reach that moment in Saudi Arabia? Let's revisit everything that went on, the penalties that were handed out, and what the main protagonists made of it all. The drama between the title rivals kicked off on the first standing restart after a red flag following Mick Schumacher's big accident. Verstappen had taken the lead by staying out when the safety car was initially called when the Mercedes drivers came in for fresh tyres. Hamilton then made an attack for the lead on the restart, but Verstappen tried to hang on around the outside, bouncing across the curbs at turn 2 and then quickly taking the lead from Esteban Ocon, who found himself between the title contenders. The fallout from that incident took place during the next red flag, which was caused by a huge pile-up further down the field moments later. In the end, Red Bull agreed to a suggestion from race director Michael Massey that Verstappen would be dropped to third place for the restart, with Ocon on pole and Hamilton second. Verstappen undid that damage immediately by diving down the inside of the front row starters at turn 1, with Hamilton and Ocon making minor contact on his outside. What followed was a thrilling chase, with Verstappen and Hamilton setting a scintillating tempo at the front. Eventually, Hamilton got close enough to attack with the help of DRS into turn 1 on lap 37. Verstappen went deep to defend his position, got out of shape and drove across the runoff area to keep the lead. Hamilton also went wide but scrambled back onto the circuit to take turn 2, which Verstappen cut. Verstappen was then told by Red Bull to give the position back, but when he tried to do so at the end of lap 38, Hamilton wasn't aware of what was going on and ran into the back of the Red Bull, believing Verstappen had brake tested him. Because the position swap never happened, Verstappen was then given a 5-second penalty for going off track and gaining an advantage at the first 2 corners. Verstappen then did let Hamilton through at the same place they had collided, only to immediately retake the position into the final corner. Shortly after this, Hamilton then retook the lead decisively into the final corner again, and this time he ran Verstappen wide into the corner to prevent another attack. The drama wasn't over there, with a post-race investigation into the collision between the two drivers also taking place. Verstappen was penalised for causing that collision, picking up a 10-second penalty that didn't affect his race result, and he had 2 penalty points added to his licence. In the steward's verdict, they noted that Verstappen was told to let Hamilton pass strategically and said it was obvious that neither driver wanted to take the lead prior to the DRS detection zone, which the steward said they understood. However, the decisive factor that landed Verstappen the penalty was that after the initial confusion between the two drivers, which included Hamilton hanging back behind the Red Bull, Verstappen then braked suddenly and significantly at a pressure of 69 bar, resulting in a 2.4 G deceleration. The steward said that was erratic and the predominant cause of the collision, which was why Verstappen was penalised. However, his penalty didn't affect the race result, so Verstappen and Hamilton remained tied on points, with Verstappen ahead in the championship on countback due to winning more races in 2021. Next up, we're going to look at what both drivers and their team bosses said on Sunday night. We'll have plenty of interesting videos for you before and after the upcoming Abu Dhabi title decider, so make sure you don't miss anything that we do by hitting that subscribe button if you're not already part of our team. As well as accusing Verstappen of brake testing him, Hamilton suggested Verstappen was one of a handful of drivers he's encountered in his career who drive over the limit and don't think of the rules. He added, "I've avoided collisions on so many occasions with the guy, and I don't always mind being the one that does that because you live to fight another day, which I obviously did." Explaining his side of the collision, Hamilton said he was confused about what was going on as he hadn't been told Verstappen was going to let him through. He added that he felt Verstappen slowed dramatically so that Hamilton would pass him before the DRS detection point, meaning the Red Bull would be able to retake the lead with the help of DRS. Hamilton also referenced his memories of the 2008 Belgian Grand Prix and the similarities between Verstappen letting him through and immediately repassing him, and Hamilton getting a post-race penalty at Spa that year for doing something similar with Kimi Raikkonen. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff said that he believes driving standards in general need to be assessed in F1, adding that he felt the race in Saudi Arabia was spectacular but not a good race. He also expressed his hope that the title decider in Abu Dhabi will be a fair race, regardless of who comes out on top. This video is sponsored by REVV Motorsport. If you like playing games and you like being rewarded for doing well, then you'll like this. REVV Racing is a game where you can play and earn in-game currency, which can be converted into real-life money. REV is the utility token that serves as the primary currency of purchase, utility and action across all REVV Motorsport blockchain games by Animoca brands. REV is designed to enable true digital ownership of game assets, giving players freedom and control over their NFT in-game items across a growing metaverse of racing games. If you're interested in getting involved with REVV Motorsport or REV Racing, you can head over to OpenSea.io and look up REV Racing to see all of their NFT cars. If you'd like to find out more, head to RevRacing.com. Verstappen and Red Bull were unhappy with the way the race was officiated. Verstappen declared that F1 has become more about penalties than racing, while his team boss Christian Horner believes F1 is now over-regulated. Horner even went as far as saying that F1 missed the experience of former race director, the late Charlie Whiting, who died on the eve of the 2019 season and was replaced by Michael Massey. Horner took issue with the 5-second penalty Verstappen was given for going off the track when defending from Hamilton at turn 1. He told Sky Sports, "We feel hard done by with the 5-second penalty. Lewis has got overspeed there, they have both gone wide. They've both gone in hard, and I think this is one of the things that we've been going on about of let them race. Does that warrant a 5-second penalty? For me, that was on the harsh side." Horner called the collision between the two drivers frustrating and annoying because he felt Hamilton was trying to avoid passing Verstappen before a DRS zone when all Red Bull was trying to do was give the place back. Verstappen said after the race there were a lot of things that happened that he didn't agree with, but he praised the fans who voted for him as driver of the day, saying luckily the fans have a clear mind about racing because what happened today is unbelievable. As for the collision with Hamilton and the accusations of a brake test, Verstappen said he pulled over to the right hand side of the track and slowed down, and he didn't understand why Hamilton didn't just drive past him. So there you have it. After 21 races, it's honours almost even between Verstappen and Hamilton, setting up a winner-takes-all finale at a revamped Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. What do you think of how this championship battle has played out and what we saw in Saudi Arabia? Has the way Verstappen and Hamilton race each other gone too far now? And what do you think of the chances of the championship being decided in a fair fight? Make sure you tell us what you think in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you think we did a good job of explaining the chaos of Sunday's race. And to keep up with all of our videos here at the race, make sure you're subscribed to our channel.